Carson, what are we doing?
We're out here absolutely beating on the 2025 new KX250. We're out here with Dirtbike magazine at Washougal. We're about to rip a good old start on this thing. No whole shot device on the grate. Let's get it.
Carson, what map are we in? What are we doing?
We've been in the soft map all morning. We're about to throw her in the old aggressive map and yeah, see how high she revs up, baby.
What'd you think of the soft map?
Soft map was good. I mean, it's got good power, especially for how slick it is at Washougal here, but I'm more of an aggressive guy, so I'm excited to try this one.
And then you're gonna try some traction control today?
Yeah, we're gonna try that out once it gets a little more hard pack and slick. Aggressive map's feeling good, feeling a little more peppery off the bottom.
And then Chavez was talking about a map he has too.
Yeah, Chavez, he put in a map. The aggressive map, I really like the bottom. The less aggressive map, the top felt a little bit better. Like the aggressive one, it's almost like it's revving up too quick. I'm like getting to the rev limiter super fast. So we've been messing around with maps a little bit. I still like the aggressive one the most. We've only tried one map, so we'll see what we can do here.
What would you, like for you, KX250 pro level rider, and like where do you want the power to be?
Definitely on a bigger track like this where you're gonna find some like deeper ruts and stuff on like a normal practice day. You want the bottom end on a 250, especially, you know, being an adult, instead of like, you know, there's kids that hop on these straight off super minis or whatever that really like to rev them. So it's nice that they kind of have the different maps to kind of, for whatever riding style you prefer. And obviously I'm a rever, but I also like it to hit hard off the bottom too. I like power everywhere.
Everything's pretty neutral, handlebars and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 5'9", I'm a pretty average size, so just running all the stock settings as far as bar mounts and foot peg mounts go. But they do have different options for, yeah, different builds of people.
You didn't change foot pegs?
No, haven't changed foot pegs. Yeah, but honestly, the rider triangle on the Cowie is one of my favorites, just overall feel with the seat. They've got these, the new shrouds, just like the 450 now, so you're not hanging up or anything, kind of more of a gradual thing. And Cowie's really good at like the ergonomics of the body feel of the bike. I mean, they've been like that even since I was an amateur, so A+ on that.
Well, let's see you ride it some more.
All right, there we go.
suspension so far, and you're using every ounce of it already?
Yeah, we're using every ounce of it on the on any jump here. We're going for the over jump.
But how is it so far? Think standard guy, normal guy.
I haven't done a lot. I've been waiting for the track to get a little bit rougher, see if the front end is twitchy or rear end packs up. The only thing I've had so far is kind of in the softer corners, a little bit of understeer. But like I said, I haven't clicked a single thing. All we did was set the sag, so I think we'll set that up in a little bit.
Carson?
I'm digging it so far. I think we got the map a lot better, so
cool.
I'm stoked with it.
Clickers are okay?
Yeah, clickers are okay. I think I'm going to start messing around with that now that the track's finally getting some holes and stuff. So.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, cool. Sure.
Yeah. We're gonna drop the forks just slightly. I'm getting a little bit of understeer in the ruts. Some of them are kind of hooked a little bit, so we're just gonna try and mellow the front end out a little bit. More planted, like say if I kind of go into the rut hard, it tries to drop my elbow down a bit. So yeah, we're gonna rake it out a little bit here and see if that helps her out. Definitely gonna mess with the suspension a little bit, see if there's some, you know, something to gain there. But overall, it's feeling pretty darn good. Again, mess with the mapping a bit. I still feel like it might be a little bit rich in the mid, even with the custom map. So we're gonna get it figured out, but it's a pretty darn good base so far.
Can you wheelie this thing?
I'm hoping they have more rear fenders, if not.
All right, Carson, you just got off the bike.
Yeah, so basically we got the front end calmed down a little bit, the understeer and all that. We ended up dropping the forks a little bit and then tightening up the headset, and it kind of calmed down the front and yeah, made it a little more consistent. Overall, the track was sick, so it gave us a good consistent feel on the bike all day to be able to get some good tuning in and all that fun stuff. We started out with the soft map, went to the aggressive, and then went to doing our own maps because you can do that on the phone yourself now. And yeah, the boys helped me out with that, and I think we found a pretty good happy medium where it revved out and hit hard. So I was pretty stoked with that. Made a few adjustments on the front end, and honestly, I never touched the shock. We set the sag, and yeah, it felt pretty settled all day. So overall, the bike is yeah, pretty dialed. I mean, it ran all day, which is pretty incredible considering what I do to them. I mean, I don't give these things an easy test. As you guys can hear, I was revving the crap out of this thing just for you guys to know that this thing can make it through. It didn't get incarcerated, so we're doing okay.
And traction control?
Yeah, traction control, try that for a second. I'm the kind of guy that wants the most power he can get and just bouncing into crap. So the traction control could be good for some situations like mud and everything, but the track was so primed today, it was never really needed. But we tried it out for a second, and I can definitely see how guys would like it if they like a really calm feel or it's gonna spin around a ton, you know?
And day 2 tomorrow, you're on the off-road bike?
Yeah, day 2 tomorrow. They've got a nice off-road loop set up. Get bounced off some trees and some more rev limiter for you guys and see how she does. But it's gonna have an 18-inch rear, some AT81 tires. It's got a kickstand for all you kickstand lovers. Hopefully it stays up instead of down on me. I've had some trouble with that in the past on XR100s and things, but I think the kickstand technology hopefully is, you know, going up in the air here.